Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. For the Chicago Bears, Charles, it's kind of the dust settles on this season. How do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But it's a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack to begin the year. And remember, they had a heartbreaking loss at Green Bay on a Sunday night to open the season. A lot of teams would have gone south after that. Instead, they went 7-1 at home, won 9 of 10 to close the year. They're going to be heard from in the seasons to come.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
18. Move. Red, up. Lock in.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Watson on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check it out, me. Do jet.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Fights him off. And some space here. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I suspect this is one of those calls the defensive coordinator would love to have back.
Absolutely.
Feels like he took a bit of a gamble here. And I remember when I was playing, when we had a team really backed up, there was a talk about, let's go ahead and get upfield and get a safety. And sometimes that works against you because they really hit them big, didn't they?
They did. They were hoping for a couple yards of breathing room. They got a lot more than that. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now Trubisky on first down, eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Oh, he slipped right by him. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Come back, come back. Two jet. Come back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Valvin away and bring up second down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's 15-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Watson now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson trying to lay one up. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Whitney Merciless in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy. The 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a look at the backup Daniel. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Richmond.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd Boyd in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Third and long. It's Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Daniel. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. With that ball hitting the ground, let's take a spin around the league real quick. Last week we discussed the head coaching vacancies. There were 8 of them. Well, a lot of those places have already found new coaches, Charles. Some old faces in new places. Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. Adam Gase staying in the AFC East, jumping from Miami to the Jets. And how about some of the new fellas?
Yeah, how about Cliff Kingsbury? He went to USC to be the offensive coordinator after losing his job at Texas Tech. Ends up being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A first down throw for Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, Daniel. This will be caught at about the 6. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's Watson now on second down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On first down, it's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Gonna let one fly for Rupp, and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Daniel on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back now in Houston, it's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Daniel. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Now Daniel on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Daniel throwing again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Daniel. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel. Bernardrick McKinney in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Texans defense stands tall. And here comes the Texans now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Being chased out left. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And it works free. Still going. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Keeps himself upright. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
To the air yet again, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Watson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Detroit! Gone!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Daniel on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gun!
On 1st and 10, Daniel. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, here's Daniel. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, that's what an effort. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Watson's going to throw it here. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Texans on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson off play action. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.